WEHT Local Lifestyles continues.
For several months, we've been highlighting the many important services offered by the Vanderburgh County Health Department's Pre to 3 program. Nurse Nancy Harness is back with health worker Tosha Mooney, and they have more information about their important work. And one of the things is we've learned that it's not just for moms. We have sort of focused on moms in our interviews here, but dads matter too.
They do. They sure do.
When you're bringing the dads into the play, is it a specific interview just for dad?
Well, they have part of the curriculum with the Growing Great Kids curriculum. They have modules that are focused towards dads. And Tosha would know more about that as she does the modules with the family.
And so what are you looking for, Tosha? What are you trying to convey to the dads?
That dads are important. You know, when you have a pregnant mom, all the focus is on mom and the baby, and dads just kind of get lost. So we want to bring our dads into our home visits and just teach them some of the basic care if they're a new-time father, and just show them, you know, that it's very important for the fathers to be present, not only for the pregnant mother, but also for the unborn child as well. And
what is the response? We had one young man on, I think one of the third or fourth interviews, and he was so eloquent and so able to say, this changed my life in that I didn't know what I didn't know.
Absolutely. I love working with the fathers. A lot of them are so interested, you know, when we do our A scores to see, you know, how their A score, you know, was where as far so they don't have to kind of repeat some of those generational curses. So it helps them understand that even though I may have done some things, I don't have to raise my child that way. And it just gives them some support and skills, you know, to help raise that child, or even that toddler if we get a mother that's already had their baby. And they're really excited. The fathers are really excited because they're like, oh, I'm not getting lost. I can actually contribute. And we teach them how to do things. A score point is one of our modules, is them helping out the mom, you know, with chores. They feel like the mom stay at home, that, you know, that's their job, and it's not. So we try to get the dads to get involved more with the parenting as well.
Well, I think anybody could have used that little module, couldn't we? We were all younger mothers. Yes, that would have been really good. Nancy, how do you identify the young people who are in your program?
Well, we tend to work with them just to find out what their needs are and get the moms involved, find out, you know, the dads, and not just dads, but grandparents or grandfathers, stepfathers, just anybody who's going to be around the baby. We include the siblings. So it's not just about moms and that cute little baby, it's the whole family that we're trying to target and, you know, to be, to really influence them.
Because you're right. I mean, it is a whole family. It's an isolated incident, and that there's going to be this new baby, but it impacts everybody.
Yes, it does.
Well, what are some of the benefits, Tosha, that you see since you've had this experience of dealing with the families? What are the benefits that you're seeing to these families?
The benefits most definitely would be that parents are trying to parent their children better. They're breaking some of those curses. A lot of families come from 3 generational homes where they have grandma and mom in the household. So they're getting a lot of advice, you know, from the mom and the grandma of how to parent. So we're teaching, as well as the grandparents and great-grandparents, different ways of working with newborn babies. One of those would be safe sleep practice, that you cannot put a baby in a drawer or sleep with them. You know, and a lot of grandparents, they were raised that way, and they did their children that way.
They didn't know. It was like, you know, we didn't know about bumper pads and the size of the crib and all that stuff. So it's really important, life-saving information as well. How can people reach out to you?
They can always reach us by texting family to number 99888. They can also go to the pre-to-3program.com website.
Nancy and Tosha, it's always great to have you. Love what you do for our families.
Thank you.
3 to 3. When we come back, we'll check in with Ron Rhodes and get some weather.